Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Today, we are going to talk about how to survive an international flight. And you may be thinking, Naomi, didn't you just make a video about this? And yes, I kind of did. I did do a how I pack for an international flight during Vlogmas this year. Last year, in 2019, I thought that it would be useful to do a more in-depth video, more specific, talking about your ultimate carry-on bag. I feel like I have some tips and tricks to share as someone who has been on quite a few international flights and is about to go on one herself. As this video goes up, I will be in Canada and will have already had a wonderful flight over because I have really honed in on what makes me comfortable on an international flight and makes it a lot less dreadful, especially when it's like 12 hours long. All right, to start, if you are wanting to sleep on your international flight, yes, sometimes I don't sleep at all for the entire 12 hours. Sometimes it's useful for jet lag, depending on what time you're landing. But if you're planning on sleeping, I highly recommend getting yourself a nice neck pillow. I highly recommend getting a memory foam one. The beaded ones aren't thick enough and you really want like a lot of support around your neck, and also one that clips so it becomes a circle so that you can clip it onto your backpack so that you don't have to carry it around or fit it in your bag. It saves a lot of space. All right, now let's look inside my bag. The first thing you will find is my is my teddy bear. I don't know if any of you out there are like me, but I still need a stuffed animal to sleep, and especially since I am flying solo and not going to Canada with Will, I'm going to need this guy to accompany me. He does take up a lot of space, so hopefully your plushies are smaller and more convenient than mine, but I can't not bring him. So a comfort item of your choice is very nice. Something you are going to notice is everything has a bag of its own. Everything is extremely organized, and honestly, it'll make such a big difference. If you just throw everything into a big bag, you won't be able to find it. You will be that person bending down, reaching under your seat, pulling your bag up, and rummaging through your stuff for a good 5 minutes, getting frustrated and annoyed because you don't know where you put your chapsticks, or you don't know where you put your Benadryl so you can knock yourself out, or you can't find your toothbrush. And yeah, just use any bags you can. Ziploc bags, grocery bags, anything you can find. Honestly, organize your bags. It makes such a huge difference, and I'm very obsessed with organizing my bags. So of course I have my handy dandy headphones. These are Bose headphones, which fit very comfortably on my head. Yeah, just great if you need to block out the sound of the plane and listen to some peaceful music for a couple hours. In the front of my bag, I have my iPhone charger with an extra long cord because you never know how far away an outlet is going to be. Snacks. Highly recommend bringing a little bit of your own snacks onto the plane just in case you get hungry, snackish, or you have any dietary restrictions, or if snacking makes you feel better when you're nauseous because of possible air sickness. This bag I have here is for my entertainment electronics. I have a Kindle that fits right in here, and I also have my DS and DS games. Make sure that everything is charged the day before you fly, or you will be very disappointed. And we have made it to my survival bag, the most important bag on my carry-on. Number one, it is amazing to have a transparent bag while you are traveling so that you can easily find your things and see where they are. Alrighty, let's see what's in here. A hair clip. For those of you with long hair, it's very useful to have something that you can quickly, I can't speak anymore. Have you noticed? Quickly throw your hair up. out of your way, maybe during meals. This is cute. This is my Snoopy eye mask. Very useful if you want to sleep when it is very bright outside and maybe the person next to you isn't closing the window. So, eye mask. Wet wipes. You are going to want wet wipes. These are going to make you feel so refreshed halfway through the flight. I just grabbed mine at the local drugstore, but you could also use baby wipes. Anything that you can wash your face with and wipe down your body a bit to make you feel really nice and clean, and just kind of like a midway flight towel bath. A portable brush, so you can look nice at all times. But if your hair gets super messed up, or you just want to feel nice and refreshed as you hop off the plane and greet your friends, family, co-workers, whoever's picking you up, it's very nice to have a brush that folds. I got this from a hotel. As you'll notice, I collect a lot of things from hotels and use them as my carry-on survival items. This is just a hotel bag that has like some Q-tips, a hair tie, and some puffs. What are they called? Cotton pads, that's what they're called. Kleenex, in case your nose starts running for whatever reason. Or you're crying because of the movie that you're watching. See, I told you I take a lot of things from hotels. This is a travel toothbrush with a little travel toothpaste that I collected from a hotel that I stayed in once. If you don't have a travel toothbrush and toothpaste, I highly recommend getting at least a travel toothpaste and bringing your regular toothbrush onto the plane. You will want to brush your teeth at some point. And if you don't think you want to, you're wrong. Get up, go brush your teeth. You will feel like a new person. A face mask. This is a lot more common in Asia, especially in this climate right now, but it's very nice to have something to feel like you're protecting your face. And for me too, it's great to cover up your acne. A nail file. If you are like me, for some reason, I always chip my nails when I'm traveling, and then I'm stuck with some jagged, nasty nail that gets caught on everything, and I'm left without a nail file. This trip, I am bringing a nail file with me, but make sure it's one of those paper ones, because the metal ones could be seen as a weapon and be taken away from you. This is a personal hand towel that I have in a little bag. I don't know, just very useful if you spill something, or you could find a use for it at some point. I've never had to use it yet, but I know that if I ever need a towel, I have a towel. This is... I'm realizing my bag is like Mary Poppins. It's never ending. Okay, this is my little medicinal bag. This has stuff like diphenhydramine, which is the medication in Benadryl that helps with nausea and also can knock you out. So either if you need to sleep well or need to get rid of that nausea, I highly recommend having some with you on your person. When it comes to anti-nausea drugs, try to go for the ones that are in the powder pressed pill form, because they dissolve the fastest and nobody wants to wait for their nausea to go away. So they're the most fast acting. Hand sanitizer, chapstick. This is a solid perfume that I've talked about before, which makes you feel nice. And this is a solid temple balm, which is made of lavender that is just supposed to help you relax, kind of like an essential oils kind of thing, but it just smells really good and relaxing, and yeah, it seems to help with headaches. Some pieces of gum for when that pressure gets to your ears, but you will not have to worry about pressure getting to your ears if you have these. I don't know exactly what they're called. AirPods. Oh my gosh, they're AirPods, the original AirPods. At your local drugstore, you can go in and ask if they have earplugs to help with airplane pressure. When you put these in your ears correctly, they will adjust the pressure for you, and you will not have to deal with the awful, painful pressure changes that hurt your ears as you are changing altitudes. They make you look like an alien, but that's all right. All you gotta do is open your ear up like this and twist them in, and you're set. They really block out a lot of noise, so you might end up yelling at the person next to you, thinking that you're it's so loud. I guess it's so loud. My own voice is so loud. But you don't have to wear them for the entire flight. You only have to wear them on the way up, then you can take them out, and then when the pilot announces that you will be descending soon, put them back in. Other than that, what's left in my bag is my DSLR and my lens so that I can keep my valuables nice and close to me. But yeah, I hope that you learned something from this carry-on haul, but I have a couple more tips left before I sign off. One of my favorite things about this bag is something very simple, that it can clip in the front. This makes such a big difference for your back because carry-ons usually end up to be quite heavy, especially if you're carrying things like camera equipment or laptops or lots of electronics to keep yourself occupied on the flight. The weight seems to add up quite quickly. So having a backpack that you can clip across your chest will really help distribute the weight and cause you a lot less back pain as you are navigating through those airports and eventually heading out into your destination. And the last thing that I'd like to talk about is what to wear. So I am actually wearing what I am going to wear on my flight, which is a nice long sleeve cotton shirt with this long flowy, kind of like a t-shirt dress over top. So the reason why this is a great combination is, first of all, layers. Layers are great because if you get too warm, you want to be able to take layers off. You also want to be able to layer back up if it is cold. It gets quite cold up there. You're gonna want to probably wear more than wear less. But the main reason as to why I commonly wear this outfit while flying is not only does it make me feel cute, but it has giant pockets right here. Super nice and deep, and you're gonna really want nice deep pockets to keep things like your phone and your passport really safe and close to you. And your wallet. You are not going to want to put those things behind you on your back, just in case there are thieves around. So it's a great way to keep your valuables nice and close. I'm actually wearing my khaki black pants that are super comfy and have a drawstring waist so that I can adjust how tight they are on the plane. And these pants also have really deep pockets. Basically, wear stuff with pockets. Wear stuff with pockets, you will be very grateful. And then usually the last thing that I like to wear is a cape or poncho. It's really nice to have something that not only keeps you warm if you're going somewhere cold, but also doubles as a blanket on the plane. If you're not into using the airplane blankets, or you know that you have something like this in your closet, look at this. Look how cozy. This is basically a Snuggie. Like, this is basically a fashionable Snuggie. I've even got a hood. Like, who's the comfiest one on the plane? Me. If you don't have a poncho or a cape like that, you could even use a really big scarf to pack up, roll up into your backpack or carry-on and pull out when you need it, because yeah, you're gonna want a blanket or something at some point. Honestly, it gets cold up there, and at some point you're probably gonna wanna have to take a nap, and who doesn't like taking naps all bundled up and cozy? So yeah, that was my little insight into how I pack my carry-on bag. It has not failed me yet. I have done a lot of trial and error and a lot of adjustments, and I feel like I'm honing in on an art form. An art. I am the carry-on master. Anyways, let me know down below what you guys pack in your carry-ons. Let me know if I mentioned anything that you've never thought of before, or mention things that you think I should add to my carry-on survival bag, and I will chat with you down there. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, eat well, enjoy your travels, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!